your first warning forecast.
All right, a beautiful day around here. A little bit of haze here and there, but other than that, I think we actually fared pretty well. But I want to show you this map because look at the blues on there. Look at that. Yeah, I'm going to show you something pretty interesting in just a few minutes. But first, we're going to tell you how it's 70 degrees there in Oklahoma City, and notice how it's only 61 in Albuquerque, 75 in Midland, and 88 degrees in Houston. And our warmer spot is Laredo down there at 95 degrees. Now, I want to show you this Viper radar. Look at the color scheme on this thing. This was that big storm that we were talking about earlier where it had that center of pressure that was basically a Category 3 hurricane. And look at the watches, the warnings. In fact, actually, that one there at the Panhandle is new. It's a different color. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. But meanwhile, up in the upper Midwest, notice there are even blizzard conditions going on. Luckily, that's not us. But let's see what's going on in the Panhandle there. All right, it looks like we have a frost advisory in the Panhandle, as well as a freeze watch and a freeze warning. We have all kinds of things going on in the Panhandle across the country. Bottom line, this ain't so bad here in Austin. We'll take partly cloudy skies at Camp Mabry and 84 degrees, and at the airport 84 as well and partly cloudy. Notice our dew points are crazy low. This means our air is really, really dry. So I can't beseech upon you enough, beg you to please don't throw things like cigarette butts, or if you are grilling over the weekend or something like that, dispose of those coals properly because our air is dry, our ground is also quite dry, and we want to prevent as many fires as we possibly can. Well, today across the area, 87 degrees for the high, 87 there at Camp Mabry, and 84 at the airport. Our lows are still well above average. Look how our low is actually supposed to be about this time of year, 57 degrees. Our mold is on the high side, 7,035 parts per million. And then the introduction there of some red berry juniper coming in at the medium level at 108. Now our satellite and radar composite, again, I'm going to move all the way to this side so you can see off to the east how these storms here have fired off numerous tornadoes, particularly in Tennessee as well as Mississippi and Alabama, and now moving into Georgia. This has been a really long system, and part of this is actually what fired off that tornado in Rice just a few days ago. It's a slow mover, and it is really wreaking havoc across the nation from top to bottom. Meanwhile, in the tropics, remnant low Richard, it's a lot of nothing. Really, Richard has done little more than fizzle out. We do have winds at 30 miles per hour and gusts at 40. Now, while he has fizzled out, I think it's an interesting thing to note that he does go back over the ocean and slowly but surely make his way towards Texas. Now, it's not going to pack quite the wallop that Hermine did, but even by Wednesday, he's going to be in the middle of the ocean, which could, by the end of the weekend and into early next week, hopefully filter a little bit of moisture our way. A lot of zonal flow, which means the temperatures really aren't going to change too much into Friday. We do continue to have that onshore flow, but before that, the introduction of a cold front, which this kind of moved it all out of the way rather quickly, but we can also see how another front, another system itself off to the north of us, could give us a small chance of thunderstorms and showers into Monday and Tuesday. And by small, I mean really small. Our air is so dry, it's really getting kind of tough to hold any moisture in it to fire off any thunderstorms and showers. Our forecast low overnight, 56 in Rockdale. In the nighttime hours, it'll be 54 in Burnett and 55 in Lampasas, 53 in San Saba and 54 in Llano. And then the evening tomorrow, by the time evening rolls around tomorrow, we will have already seen a high of 89 in Rockdale, 88 Lampasas and 86 in Burnett, 89 in Blanco and 89 as well in Fredericksburg. Bottom line, folks, it's going to be kind of warm for the next few days, but then take a look at our 7-day. Meanwhile, tonight here in the city, 58 degrees overnight. Tomorrow a high, partly cloudy, and 90. This is our 7-day. Notice how our temperatures drop. By Thursday, only 79 degrees, 78 by Friday. Very much cooler than what it has been. And then by Saturday, that small chance of rain comes along. And then just a maybe small chance of thunderstorm and shower, 20% chance by Sunday on Halloween. And then even into Monday and Tuesday, we're looking at 84 degrees for our high. And that's about all we got. Of course, I'll have your full 7-day forecast at KXAN.com.